In our considering of what is church etiquette, I want us to think about our greetings. Now, in our culture, we have a type of greeting, and it's called the handshake. You stick your hand out, you're supposed to be firm, you're supposed to look the other person in the eye, you give it a couple of, good up and downs, and then you pull your hand back. And of course, then there's that secret of if, you're going to be the alpha male and you want to take dominance, then you squeeze their hand a little bit, or like Donald Trump, maybe you just hold them on and tug them around, etc. But overall, we have a greeting in America. But is this greeting appropriate in church? And let me tell you how I approach this. Well, let me first of all tell you how I don't approach it. The Bible mentions on four specific occasions to greet the brothers and sisters in Christ with a kiss. A kiss on the cheek. I understand it. I'm not there. I'm growing. I have wrestled with this for years, but culturally, I'm not there. So I'm okay with the American form of greeting somebody with a handshake. But I will tell you this, what I've been convinced of, is that the American type of greeting of a handshake for the church service after a few weeks of people getting to know each other is inappropriate and shallow. I just don't think it's enough. You see babies and children and offspring coming to their parents for hugs. And we have some reunions laid out in the Bible for us where people were running to each other and embracing each other and crying and holding one another because they loved each other dearly. We also have the Apostle John laying his head on Jesus' chest during a meal, which should tell us that the church gets close to each other, or should be getting close to each other because they love each other. So I encourage you to do this. Why don't you begin to hug the people in your church that supposedly mean something to you? Yeah, go ahead. Break down that barrier and begin to hug them. And then why don't you begin to hug others in the church? And then why not let's tear down this barrier to where we actually love these people and greet them with a family greeting rather than a cultural greeting.